marker. Marker. Cool. All right. One more mission. More Gundam plot. Then we're gonna finally be able to go do other stuff. Yes. Okay. Yes. Alright. Nahilagama Hangar. Audrey! I never told you the truth about myself, did I? We wanted to hear the truth from you. In other words, Banaji figured it out. You've already fulfilled Minevizabi's duties, so I knew before too long you would bear that name again. Thank you, Banaji. And I can tell you everything. About me, about Laplace, and about Inez Versange. So, in Nadesico, in the original series, Yurika did these cute little things at, like, the end of the anime episodes to try and recap what's going on and, like, fill people in. But they were in canon debriefing sessions that she actually took part in. What is this? They said they explained everything on board the Nadesico, but what are these decorations? This is Nadesico, what and why? You know about this, Tieria? This is how they carry out briefings on board Nadesico, apparently. This is my first time seeing it for myself. It's not really that big a deal. Well, it's about time for the explanation ladies show up. I bet they've already put their hearts into it. Oh, it looks like it's starting. Hey guys, it's time for Nadesico, what and why. Oh hey, it's been a while, huh? Yeah. It's really tough to play the rabbit without the costume, you know? Yep. Yurika had a bunny costume for this. You two are so tense. You can't get all shy at a time like this. Sorry, a lot's been going on. Yes, I know. Refined beauty is important, Captain, but you really shouldn't push so hard. If we're doing this, let's get started. Okay, everyone, I'm not happy about this. Well then, looks like she totally misread the room. Sure does. Okay then, nice to meet some of you. Nice to see you again for others. I'm Inez Versange. So then, let me explain things. There it is, the motto of doom! Feels like their opening is missing something. Inez, you were a Class A jumper. Thought the Martian successors had you killed. That's half true, half misunderstanding. On the orders of Chairman Akatsuki of the Nurgle, I've been searching for the lost Nadesico, and in particular, the calculation unit. As everyone knows, that was part of the fight with the Martian successors. For anyone hoping to manage boson jumps, that calculation unit would be key. Definitely something they'd want to control. After a great deal of difficulty, the Nurgle researchers team finally found the Nadesico. But just then the Martian successors attacked. As my companions fell one by one, I prepared a boson jump for my life. But this time I ended up completely different from the ones I usually made. A parallel boson jump? Boson jump is simultaneous movement through time and space, going back to the past and returning to the present. Since you come into contact with the past, that can affect the present world you return to, which could create a time paradox. If contact from the future changes history, typically that would only result in an alternate universe, preventing paradox. However, a boson jump apparently makes it possible. I don't get it. Say I go back before my birth and kill my mother. Right then, I would create a world without my mother and thus without myself. And in that moment, I am no longer part of that universe, and must be part of another one. Even if I tried to return to that universe, how could I ever go back to a place where I was never born? I have to go back to the universe where I exist, where the branching off never occurred. If that weren't so, then existing when your mother died before you were born would be a paradox. But anyway, the time travel involved in a boson jump allows that kind of paradox. But I don't want to find out what would happen with someone in the mom-killing situation we were talking about. So what does this lengthy explanation have to do with a parallel boson jump? So boson jumps allow time paradox to occur. This unnatural element of the system is why the ancient Martian civilization that discovered boson jumping used it for spatial travel. Basically, we guessed they had some process to intentionally prevent sliding into parallel worlds. Put it another way, if you remove that process, you can use it to travel to parallel universes. That's right! Traveling to parallel universes is a feature they removed from boson jumping. It's not a special thing we added. We turned off security limiters. I was afraid my explanation would run rather long, so thank you for speeding things up. I and the Nadesico and the calculation unit broke through the dimensional barriers and were suddenly on this fractured axis. I see. So we switched places. It would appear so. included as Psycho-Frame's expanded consciousness, came into contact with the calculation unit. And that is how, somehow, Amuro came to the other dimension. I was thinking about jumping at the same time. It got confused, and so the two of us switched places in a parallel boson jump. Is that even possible? Theory always loses to reality. We must look at reality and try to explain it. We met her while recovering those parts of Axis pushed away from Earth. I'm Nanai Miguel. I'm the leader here at Laplace. You were close to Char Aznable. I also hear you were director of the Neo-Zeon New Type Research Institute. Not a good place! Is that so? So why are you heading up a group like this? To explain that, first I have to tell you more about Char Aznable. Zero Escape took a weird turn. Right? Yeah. It took a real weird turn. The reason he tried to drop access into Earth was not to exterminate the entire Earthling population. This is a retcon for this game. It was to reunite the colonies on Earth and to bring about an end of war. For that, he took on the grave sin of murdering our home planet. Out of pure ego. No one, not him, not anyone, could have believed that would work. His heroism and ambition, despair and hope. And his rivalry with Amuro, it really is something he'd do. People lost their lives for that. Indeed, you're not wrong. In fact, in his heart, Commander Char agonized over the choice, but hoped to realize human potential. What's that supposed to mean? The Commander hoped, even as Amuro Ray failed to reconcile, that with the Axis shock, all people could be joined in peace. Yeah, long time no see, Yoshkev. This is a robot anime crossover strategy game. So, if you ever watched robot anime, like what's featuring prominently right now in front of you, Gundam series, several of them in fact, then this is a game that you might think about, you might enjoy. If you just like strategy games, it's still a good strategy game. But yeah, it introduced me to a lot of anime that I didn't even know existed, and other animes that I knew existed but didn't really give a chance. It's like speedrunning their plot, but with cool crossover elements. Through the revelation of the Psycho-Frame, I perceived the Commander's final hope, and so I searched for another way to bring an end to war. If either side were to finally win, that might end this war, but would also bring about new hatred. Toho fan game based on this game a few months ago? Really? We hope to create a different future than that. Audrey? And to that end, I have been in contact with Her Highness, petitioning for a ceasefire. Sadly, her way of thinking is rare in the military-ruled Neo-Zeon of today. However, with the colony's help and silent sympathizers, we can't be ignored. The war's gone on too long. Of course, there are still those who carry hate from the one-year war and the Federation's actions before it. Asking them to just forget might sound futile, but if they don't do so, I believe humanity will have no future. The place was formed in secret, but once Her Highness joined, we started to grow beyond all our hopes. There are a lot of folks like me who are tired of war. Zitterman? My family was slaughtered by the Federation, and I fought hard to avenge them. I took my revenge in unspeakable ways. I could see myself how inhuman I'd become, but nothing filled that hole. I started to lose my desire to kill, unsure if I should slog on to my death like that, and then I met Merida. I was living as Play 12, having lost everything else. I thought she should join my quest for revenge, but then it suddenly seemed so pointless. Last straw was in the Battle of Dakar. When I saw Mahdi's daughter devoured by hate, I thought of Merida in her place and I couldn't fight. Gensho Sujo Tyson apparently has 4 parts of which I've only played for. I mean, this is SRW, Super Robot Wars, is Super Robot Tyson in Japan. So yeah, I guess it's probably a connection. But I mean, Wars, Tyson, same thing. You mean Lonnie. Then I met someone else like me, who Merida saved, and decided to join them here at Laplace. What? Who else did she save? You all know him too. He would like to greet you himself, and he's on his way. Good to see you all again. Alberto! It's Benaji's half-brother, who was, doing some pretty evil shit, but then decided, you know what? I have a conscience now? Yeah, Yoshkev, if you want to look it up, let me know. It is easy to import if you don't want any DLC. You can import a physical copy, but if you want to buy it digitally and get DLC, you have to have like a Singapore PSN account. So, but if you ever want any, if you have any questions or whatnot, just let me know. Good to see you all again. Alberto, imagine meeting the head of Anaheim Electronics in a place like this. precisely because of my place at Anaheim that I'm in touch with the place. What do you mean? Anaheim set up cooperation with both Zeon and the Federation, hoping to prolong the war. But that's all falling apart now. All because Leonard Testarossa seized control of Amalgam. What? How's Amalgam involved in this? As I assumed, Anaheim Electronics was part of Amalgam all along. Exactly. Yoshikev, this is the first game for Super Robot Wars that has its own native English translation. There are 3 games that do in the Super Robot Wars series. V, which is this, X, and T. So yes, these are the best 3 games to start with for an English speaker. These are also much simpler mechanically than some of the previous games. So it's easier to get a grasp on the mechanics. Exactly, and the head of Amalgam, Leonard, has cut ties to the Federation and joined Neo Zeon. Now it looks like Anaheim's been pushed out of Amalgam. Why would he do that? With Anaheim's size and influence, it seems like it would be a huge loss. I'm not sure exactly, but Amalgam clearly believes it can operate even without our support. Angered by Leonard's decision, Anaheim has joined the Federation and hopes to annihilate Zeon. That's a huge undertaking, even for revenge. If they mess up, it'll only accelerate the war. Even with Anaheim's help, though, the Federation's totally outclassed. So does Anaheim have something special planned? I'm not kept that much in the loop. Says the guy who's supposed to be in charge of Anaheim. It'd be nice to have someone a bit more in the know to join us. Yeah, but thanks to Alberto, we've got a beat on Anaheim, so we should show some gratitude. I'm only following my conscience, and well, perhaps it's a mistake, but there's someone who says even a person like me is needed. That's Merida, isn't it? Yes. Also, Camille Badan asked me to come. Camille did what? Well, Anaheim had connection with AUG, so I was able to contact Alberto through Wong, who's right at the heart of Anaheim. An executive at Anaheim Electronics, whose full name is Juan Lee. He monitored the AUG on Organa with full authority of Melanie Hugh Carbine, chairman of the company. Basically, because Anaheim Electronics makes a lot of, honestly, it supplies a lot of parts and outright makes its own Gundams. It's very involved in the plot of the Gundam series. Wong? You mean Wong Lee? Yes, when I was in recovery on Earth, he and his sister came to visit me a lot. That was also on Commander Char's wishes. Apparently he was really worried after what happened to me in the Grips conflict. But the commander always said he would never show his face to Camille. Good! And so, as I hope to fulfill his dying wish in another way, I asked Camille to join us here at La Place. In my heart of hearts, I can never forgive Char Aznable for what he tried to do. Also good! Someone with an actual healthy attitude about Char. For me, it's not Char's goal that I'm after, but the road to peace that led Commander Quattro to fight against Neo Zeon. That's what pushed me on. Almost! Spoiler alert for Gundam, but if you're playing this game or watching along, you don't care about spoilers because everything is a spoiler. Commander Quattro is Char Aznable. Camille separates the two in his mind, even though he definitely knows the truth. Everybody does. The betrayal was part of the plot. But he likes to keep them separate because he likes to treat Quattro as like if Char Aznable was actually as heroic as he's supposed to be, kind of thing. So that's why you've returned to the battlefield. Okay, I'm hearing a lot of fine talk, but how exactly are you going to end this war? Why can't we just take out Neo Zeon's top guard, like back in Hamon and Char's day? Whose name is... Full Frontal. These days, that would be Full Frontal. If we cut off his head, the war should end right there. Our goal goes beyond that. Ending the war in a single stroke will only lead to it all happening again. It won't solve the fundamental problems we face. And unfortunately, we've been unable to find a real solution ourselves. This is why we contacted you, after all. Not Neo Zeon, not the Federation, but you. You suggesting we take down both Neo Zeon and the Federation? Do you think that's best, Jidao? Of course not. That's kind of crazy as Char or Hamon would have tried. You're just as Hamon described you. You were close to her? When I was on Axis, Hamon taught me so much. And when I returned to Earthsphere, she remained one of my few friends. Apparently the Minerva Zabi's body double was part of Hamon's plan to protect the real Minerva. Refers to the body double Minerva Zabi, last surviving memory, yada yada. It was later revealed Minerva Zabi, who appeared in public during the Grips conflict in the first Neo Zeon War, was a body double. He did. Sorry. They did a lot of retconning of Gundam series stuff when they did Gundam Unicorn, which is where all this plot's coming from. Can you tell why people don't really like Gundam Unicorn? When it retconned a bunch of the previous series that everybody loved? Including one of the biggest moments in Gundam history, the Axis drop? Yeah. And that relationship is why, on her death, Haman Karn passed control of the colony laser to Her Highness. So Haman set that all up. While she was serving as a mentor, Neo Zeon was on the verge of falling apart from within. You mean Glemmy's insurrection? Yes, and in order to surpass it, Haman had the colony laser repaired after it was damaged in the Grips conflict. In the end, it was never used, since Haman and Glemmy both fell in battle, and Commander Char went on to reorganize Neo Zeon. So since control of Neo Zeon passed from Commander Char to Full Frontal, the chief faction of Neo Zeon is currently unaware of the colony laser. The first I knew of it is when Haman entrusted it to me, around the time I joined the new place. We'll keep it as a final deterrent, to be used in case it looks like Neo Zeon might actually destroy Earth. For folks who don't know, even though we just had it used and destroyed an entire colony, the colony laser is literally an entire colony that also is a giant cannon. And yes, it can destroy entire colonies, which also means it could probably destroy most of Earth. In a space war, the colony laser certainly could turn the tide of battle. If we used it, couldn't we take Zeon head on? No way, we can't use it like that. If we did, the war would become a quagmire, inescapable. I know, it was just a thought. Indeed, you are just the people we should entrust with our power. You got in touch with us knowing you needed to check out our partners. We didn't decide on you right away. We also considered contacting someone in Earth Federation government to oppose Neo Zeon. That's why you were coordinating with Ensign Riddy. However, Councilman Marcenis tried to use me as a tool in his negotiations with Zeon. Something Ensign Riddy supported. Like an idiot. Ronan Marcenis, hey? He's chairman of the Settlement Issues Council. He's got a lot of clout with the Federation forces. You all are different from them. You believe in a way to end this war without simply destroying your enemy. We will leave the colony laser and the calculation unit with you. However you use it, it has the power to end this war. Are you sure that's okay? You all have shown your true intentions. I have seen it with my own eyes. I trust you. Please, somehow use this power not for victory or defeat, not simply to destroy Neo Zeon or the Federation, but to find the path to peace. We understand. We'll take it. Thanks to Nanai's help, we've developed a solid system to contact the calculation unit via the Psychoframe. With a bit more research, we should be able to use it to voluntarily jump to parallel worlds. You mean it? We could go home? Home? We might actually go home! I could be on my way to Iskandar again. Neo Zeon is quite a bit ahead in Psychoframe research, though. Above all, we have the key calculation unit in our hands. We've also got a huge advantage in research materials, with the Martian successors having obtained the new Gundam. What's more, we have a cooperation with Class A Jumper, adding to which, she's also a researcher. Stop already, it's a little bit early to relax. First, before I share my research results with all you from Yamato, there's no need to say any more. We'll use all our power to help bring this dimension's war to an end. We won't do it for any reward, but because as people living here and now in this world, we wish to fight for peace. Thank you, Commander Okida. Power beyond that of the Federation Neo Zeon. Gathered here people from 3 different dimensions. Something big is going to happen. This will be a true test of human potential. Inside Axis, calculation unit. As hard as the Martian successors in Nurgle were looking, they never found the calculation unit. Who would have thought it was in another dimension? Even if there had been no problems with the boson jump, the idea that it could penetrate dimensional walls and pick up a jumper's thoughts is incredible. That means boson jumping will become a tool for war, but it's not a weapon used against enemies. It's power to end the war. Akito, are you sure? It's optimistic, but I want to believe it. I want to end the fighting and quickly. Boy, Akito's taken a turn as a character. It's almost like being near his wife again has made him, not an edgelord. Now he's actually, got power of friendship and happiness. Guess what? This is what he was acting like in this original series. In second, Martian Successor in Nadesico, the second series, yeah, that's what made him an edgelord. You're right. And after that, I know the boson jumping will help to bring out humanity's true potential. It has the power to connect all 3 dimensions, AD, New Correct Century, and Universal Century. A Hargama hanger. I see, you've been through a lot too, haven't you? Yeah. Judo stopped Play-2 and me from fighting. And he rescued me from battle. He's the reason Play-2 and I are standing here right now. Now we're here with you too, Merida. So remember, even though she doesn't really look it too much, Merida is also a clone like Play-1 and Play-2. So, she's technically their younger sister because she's Play-12. But obviously she's been aged up because they used like clone aging technology or some bullshit. You're both right. You can call me Big Sis, you know. Hence that joke. Well, never mind her. Even I still call her Play. Anyway, Merida isn't Play-12 anymore. Yeah. Okay then, let's all get ice cream then. Let's go! Don't worry about it, Merida. Just be yourself. Thanks. That might be the first time I've seen her smile. True, it's the first time I've ever seen her so carefree. It was worth coming to a place for that alone. And that's something new. Seeing this grumpy old warhorse get all wistful over a smiling girl. But it's a good thing. It was Merida who saved me, after I strayed so far off the path to humanity. She saved me too. If I'd never met her, I would certainly still be working to draw out this endless war. When people meet, fates change. Life certainly is an interesting thing. Merida was a victim of war, and she's led a very sad life. Yeah, people have to change, so that no one else will have to live like her. I'm part of that problem. Amuro, you must know. I'm the one who killed your father. Yes, it was war. You need not carry the blame. You're saying that feels like redemption. I believe what you said, and I will support you despite what Char did. Me too, Audrey. Thank you, Commander Amuro, and you, Banaji. So, Audrey, about the name of this organization, the place. Enemy sighted. Most likely Neo Zeon. There was a time when Full Frontal tolerated LaPlace's existence. Whatever for. Probably thought it unimportant. Now the influence of Londo Bell has changed things. And if he's found out about the colony laser, he'd have to try and take it. Is the colony laser okay? Many of LaPlace's forces are destroyed on that side. It won't be easy to take. Deployed, sorry. Not destroyed. Alright then, if that's true, then let's protect Axis. Judo, I put those full armor parts you asked for in your equipment. Thanks, Astonesh. Now I can really fight. If, in the previous battle, Judo was aced and Double Zeta had a custom bonus, you get the full armor Double Zeta. An optional part that is quite the improvement. Camille, don't use Ragoose. What? I've got your Zeta. I reckon the Zeta suits you better. Okay, let's go, Camille. Me and you make the triple Z. Ugh. Oh, Camille. Oh, Camille. He doesn't... Remember, he has PTSD from the Zeta. Scenario 36. Who inherits the stars. So, yeah, Camille ain't gonna be happy. Okay. Yamato. Let's go see. Sorting. Before I go any further, Banaji needs to be here, and unfortunately, Merida needs to be here for a secret. Vilcus might gain Zambot. You, and you. Judo, when you equip the full armor components, the Double Zeta can't transform. If you're badly hit or out of ammo, purge in the battlefield. Roger, Estadesh. Appreciate it. Oh, man. Well, Camille, how's it feel to be back in the Zeta? My first time since that time during the Grips conflict. First battle between Paptimus Sirocco and Camille Bidon that occurred towards the end of the Grips conflict. Because Titan's fleet sustained heavy damage from the colony laser, Sirocco made the call to retreat and regroup the fleet. He was pursued by Camille. Fierce battle then took place between Sirocco's mobile unit, the O, and Camille's Zeta Gundam. Camille drew on the strength of his friends who had passed away to power his Zeta Gundam and defeat Sirocco. By the way, the power of his friends who passed away are several of the units we have. They kind of retcon who died in the Robot Wars games, because they're like, but you might want to use some of these units. However, as he was dying, Sirocco managed to unleash his thoughts onto Camille, causing him to have a mental breakdown. Fun fact, if you're an empath and you use your empath powers to try and kill someone, the person you're killing sends bad thoughts back to you and makes you, you know, kind of go a little wild. Camille, are you okay? In that battle, Optimus Sirocco shattered his mind. I don't know exactly how strong the new type Sirocco was, but there's no way he had power to shatter another person's mind like that. And if that's so, then could it have been the Zeta? Unidentified units incoming. We must not lose here if we hope to find the road to peace. It's the Federation forces. Wait, no, those are G-Hound units. They sent the headquarters direct command unit into space? Those fools have given up on protecting Earth? Banaji, is that what I think it is? It's the Black Unicorn, the Banshee. Banaji, are you there? Ensign Riddy, are you piloting the Banshee? You bastards. You've actually joined Neo Zeon? No, Riddy, that's not it at all. This is something else. I knew it was only a matter of time. All those Londo Bell members are connected to AUG. Jared, you're back in a Zeta! Okay then, let's do this. You're still gunning for me? This is a constant in every Super Robot Wars game, unfortunately. I'm just taking out enemies of the Federation. You're here too? Just gives me a chance to finally get my revenge. Something about G-Hound's movements. Make sure you don't miss any openings. Your targets are the leader unit and the Black Unicorn. Focus all attacks on them. But Ensign Riddy is in there. As long as he views us as enemies, it's our only choice. Riddy, Londo Bell, we have no mercy for traitors like you. And you, Banaji, you've duped Minerva. I'll take you out and free her. Riddy, what are you talking about? Really lives in his own head, doesn't he? Alright, SR point is we need to beat within 4 turns Banshee and Brilliant Custom. Need to be beaten in the same turn. Secrets are Banaji and Merida both fight Riddy. One of them needs to defeat him. Ideally, it's Merida, because she gives you the most points. And Jared needs to be defeated by Camille. Alright, first off, I'm going to use Boost Dash on you and get you as far ahead as I can. Actually, I shouldn't have done that, but oh well. Too late. Damn, Ryoma! Oh no, don't transform. Yeah, unfortunately, late game maps are a lot of this. Everybody blows a cell, and you just move as far forward as you can, because you're on a time limit, and they put the enemies way too far away. So before we go too much further, this is the full armor Double Zeta Gundam. He works out. Great pecs. Psycho Field, just a barrier ability, and then Biosensor. Yeah. So he's got most of the same abilities. So, honestly, it's not a big difference as far as attacks and stuff are concerned. It's just bulkier, doesn't transform, and is technically better. Now, the Zeta Gundam hasn't really changed either. It's still got the same attacks and whatnot. It's just got a much better pilot in Camille, who increases damage dealt by 20% and critical by 20% during enemy phase. So, yeah. Cool. Will you now? Because you're fighting Akido.
世界を戦火で包むというならフィールド出力なんて仕掛けるこれで決める脱出する開始を頼む
Don't worry, they're Federation soldiers, so we won't actually kill them. We'll let them eject. Zeon, however, we'll murder the fuck out of Zeon. Someone's gonna attack Shinji in the Evangelion. How do you think that's gonna turn out? Oh, and yeah, Yoshikev, in case you didn't realize, because he hasn't shown up in any plot yet. Yep,
無駄だ
Evangelion's in this
急い
game.
で全ての武器を使い切る
Well, yeah, because Evangelion, it really depends. It's a lot of people debate whether or not it's a mecha anime, but yeah, Evangelion obviously is one of the most popular anime of all time. So yeah, people notice it. Hold on, I want to check something. Okay. Boom! Oh, it is the Waken version. Okay, so, after that upgrade from the previous mission, Unicorn Gundam now has Awakened NTD system. Not the regular NTD system, even though it looks the same. Obviously, the colors are different and stuff. He now has shield funnels as one of his attacks, replacing the other NTD, destroy system. Why don't we see that in action? Yeah, those shields he uses are now remote-controlled Gatling laser guns. Yeah! Ganashi actually gets kind of cool. Really? Except his attack damage isn't great. Oy. Alright, I'm just gonna use him to burn to a support defend. Apparently not cool enough to kill things, yeah. Like, yeah, there are two downsides to this game. In my personal opinion, other folks can disagree. Cross-Ange plot tends to be important on a lot of the route splits, and Unicorn plot tends to be important on some of the main routes. Which is... they're not very good plots. I've said a million times what my problem with Cross-Ange is. But yeah, obviously, as we're getting to the meat of why Unicorn is not exactly well-liked. Now that we're getting to more of its plot, and like, all the retconning and other stuff they do with the regular Gundam series that make people go like, why are you retconning that? Don't worry, don't mind Chitose, she's just having a fun time. Alright, Mega Particle Cannon. Let the battleships get their hit season. Man, I didn't even use System Seizure on the last map. Oops-a-doodle. Titan Zamba!
ここは僕に任せてもらおうか。出ろ、ジャンバー！タイガージャンバー！これがタイターン3の力だ。見ろ！
Gosh darn it, Banjo. Hey, he got Valor. That would be unnecessary overkill. But now that I think about it, you're actually lower level than some of the other characters because I haven't been using you too much because you're too overpowered. Oopsie. Nope, 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 nope. Back over here. Thank you. Ah, he got soul. Okay, let's get Merida a kill. Why not? Or she could not get a kill. I'm kind of overestimating some of my units here, aren't I? Camille needs to fight Jared. I made a cannon. There's something wrong with Camille. It must be because he's in the Zeta.
連邦軍はここまで腐ってたのかよ。一気に行くぜ。アイメガキャノン。いっけー。ダメだ。
Fine. Alright. Camille! Long beam saber! Intuition so you don't get killed. Wow, level 37? Really? It's no good, Camille. You're scared to fight. Huh? I'll be sure to give you your last rites. You should be grateful. That's odd. It's like you can feel my will. What? Even we two, who keep trying to kill each other, might be able to find reconciliation. I have to keep trying. With this Zeta! Meanwhile, Jared's like, the fuck are you talking about? It's magic new type stuff, Jared. Don't worry about it. Look, I already know you're gonna miss, Jared, so don't worry about it. Driveal sword shaky enough. Mido's real strong.
見ろ、これがグレートマイトラインだ。
Great my king!
ガイ、動輪剣で一気に片付けるぞ。了解。動輪剣。くらえ。
I forgot this got a new animation for Great Might Man.
脱出する。
And a cool cut-in for the end. Ruby! Good on you, Great Might Gain. Progressive knife will be enough. Go shiv him. And to take dagger. I just like showing off this attacker.
戦争という手段を取るならば断固とした対応をする
Just chucks a dagger right through him.
俺はどんな
Okay. Iron cutter. Slasher, get you closer. Zumba! Not enough, huh? Okay. Multi-action. Shoot. Nope, 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 nope. Shoot him in the face. And then we're going to go and beat up a plane friend. Because they don't act very friendly. Plane friend successfully beat up, but not destroyed. Nope. So, I want to get you in range to beat up Ridhee. There we go.
こいつを受け取りな行けリオマ俺たちの心を一つにするやるぞストラーサンシャインだストラーサンシャイン
Trust me, if Ryoma thinks he's something, it's not a hero of justice. Alright, that's everyone. Time for them to throw themselves at my face and die. Peacock Smasher. By the way, as another secret, in case you need more, Guri, you know, Captain Disco C, make sure she's aced by the end of this mission. Not enough, huh? Oh, friend, no. Don't fight Ryoma. Again, we're gonna use our weakest attack, and I don't think I've actually shown it off yet. Seriously, he blocked that with his abs. That's a win! Okay. Not exactly surprised, you immediately went for Banaji. Ensign Riddy, I don't need to talk to you anymore. What? I can show you how to share emotions, even in battle. We should be able to do it using our unicorns. Don't make me like you, freaks. But Riddy, you are like me. Silence, Banaji. The only connection between us is this fight.
Banaji!
逃げよう。バンシーならさあ。もうやめてくれ、リディさん。こんな戦いは無意味だ。こちらバナージ、仕掛けます。下がれ。これで。時間ダムタイプなのにどうして。
Alright, that was one part of the secret. Zero in. This is Zeta's pilot seat. When I sit here, I can't help but think of my battle with Shiroko. I've tried to avoid it all this time. It looks like now I'll have to face it.
ニュータイプなんざ、所詮は戦争の道具に過ぎないんだよ。こいつでとどめだ。
それで終わりか、ジェルド。
来たか、直撃させる。当たれ。
Not bad. Okie doke. I'm gonna suspend because I have to make sure certain people get very specific kills, and I want to make sure I do it right. Let's see who's alive. Just those three. Okay. First off, Riddy needs to be defeated by Merida. Of all people. Merida, where are you? You're here. EX order boost EXC. EX order. No, I'm not gonna get enough. Direct attack. You'll be able to hit him with your strongest attack at least. Alright. Search. Who has mercy? Hayato and Amuro. Okay. Sure. The support defend unit is there. Hold on. Alright, Tobia. Alright. Now, Stone of Sunshine with Mercy. Yep, 10 health. Perfect. Alright, Merida! Attune. Flicker just in case. I don't want Cheer and Bless. I don't want... She doesn't need a bunch of experience. I'm never using her again after this. Don't get overwhelmed by the Banshee. What? If you use it to the full potential, it can be a great ally. But if it overwhelms you, it'll be your death. Quiet, you freaks! I won't lose to some machine. With this Banshee, I can take them all down. Mondo Bell, Neo Zeon, all my enemies. That close-mindedness shows the machine is taking over. You must open your heart.
バンシーに惑わされて戦うな。このままではお前はファンネルからは逃れられん。今だ。
このはずじゃ。
You technically get secret points if Banashi defeats Riddy, but you get less. Damn. If I could just crack the Banshee's seal. Stop, Ensign Riddy. Why are you doing this? Banashi, this is all your fault. What is? You duped Minerva. If you hadn't come along, she would never have abandoned her family and could have been mine. What are you talking about? You. Ah! Ensign Riddy! Ensign Riddy, in trying to rescue me at the same time you helped rescue yourself, bound as you are to your family. But nothing will change, as your hopeless desires come up against Banashi yet again. Alright! Jared is the next one that needs to get squished. Cool. Don't support. I don't expect I'm going to deal enough damage to actually, you know, kill him, but just in case, I just said don't support, damn it. But hey, now we get to show off the big fuck off laser.
こいつで終わりだ。ハイメガキャノン。最大出力でいっけー。
Yeah, like I said. Alright. I need someone to soften him up. Weapons full volley. Bullseye flicker. That should be enough, but I don't want to make too many assumptions. No, don't transform. 9's encouragement. That'll do it. And then Hyper Mega Launcher. Yep. And he already gets cheer from, no, he doesn't. Oh, dear. Spirits. Cheer. There we go. Now he has it. Okay, so now he's gonna get a ton of experience from this. Which he needs. Pretty desperately.
貴様のようなのがいるから戦いは終わらないんだ。消えろ。
Wow, Camille!
簡単にやらせはしない。これで決めてやる。これまでか。
38! And he learned Soul. Why? Why can't I win? Because your mech is shit? Let's end this, Jared. Are we really the ones you need to be fighting? Shut up, Camille. I'm gonna beat you all. Then I'll beat Neo Zeon and I'll save Earth. And you'll just continue the cycle of hatred. Biosensing. I'm not afraid of the Zeta anymore. Camille! Now let me show you the Zeta's true power. Try facing the power running through me now. You're bluffing. Can't you hear it, Jared? Can't you hear the voices of the dead? You killed everyone I ever cared for. I never wanted to. It was war. War is the reason 4 died. Even underwent artificial enhancement in Murasame's research lab. Her name was 4 Murasame. She was a Psycho Gundam pilot. The Psycho Gundam, in case you couldn't tell from the name, bad fucking news. You're talking about what happened at Kilimanjaro. You have to understand, Jared. We have to end all this fighting. Now Camille gets his best attack.
ゼータを通して俺の力が広がっていく。みんなの力を貸してくれ。 行け
Yeah, it's not the most impressive, to be honest. It's kind of a joke about how Gundam pilots tend to smash planes if they're in plane form into stuff as an attack for some reason. It's much more dramatic and interesting in the actual series when this happens. But in the Super Robot Wars games, even though it's a strong attack power-wise, it's not very interesting. Camille, you bastard! What is that? I've heard about this. The Zeta's a machine that reacts to human emotion. I know, that's how Camille got hurt. He absorbed the desires of an enormous number of people, so he lost grip with his own identity. Ugh. Camille! I'm okay, Fa. Your body and mind, they're right here. Camille! I am me, not just a vessel for the desires of others. Now that I know that, I'll never be crushed by others' desires again. By the way, he's talking about Char, because Char had a huge influence on Camille's life. Understanding each other and becoming one or different. That's right. So every life must remain its own. It's part of being human. Char, Camille's grown strong again. That's our point get. It'd be nice if that settled Jihan down a bit. Yeah, but here comes some more. It's Neo Zeon! It's Neo Zeon! Thanks, Tobia, for stepping on my line. And Full Frontal is with them. So the Federation force is already taken care of. Well done, Londo Bell. Now we can have a nice long chat. A chat? Princess Minerva, Director Nanai, can you hear me? We hear you, Full Frontal. First of all, let me offer my congratulations on your ability to arrange such a strong organization, going so far as to gain the cooperation of Londo Bell. Get to the point. Very well, I shall. You will hand a colony laser over to Neo Zeon. Despite what Haman felt, the laser is always Neo Zeon's to control. You must return it to us. And how do you intend to use it? Let's call it a precautionary measure. The people of Earth live in great fear of the colony drop. And so, merely revealing the colony laser's existence will force the Federation government to surrender. So you would use it for surrender, and not annihilation. I do understand the feelings of your group and of my own soldiers. The resentment that people in space felt like having suffered the Federation's oppression found shape in the One-Year War. However, fighting only gives rise to new resentments, which only lead to more fighting, and a cycle can only lead to humanity's ruin. You can't allow humanity to fall any further. And after Neo Zeon wins, will you force people of Earth to migrate to space as Char would have done? There'll be no need. They'll all rot on Earth. What? What do you say? Along with ending the war, we will end all exchange. They can all continue with fighting Dr. Hell and his ilk, and slowly die with their miserable planet. We will abandon Earth and all who stubbornly cling to it, and open up the frontiers of outer space. I see now. So that's why they joined forces with Gamillas. What do you think, Princess Minerva? Is that not a better choice than both sides fighting to the death? I knew it. You're not Char. Minerva, what do you mean? You speak of declining Earth, but what you propose would only hasten the fall of humanity. Setting aside the right or wrong of your choice, you have none of Char's passion for furthering the development of the human race. Very well then, Princess Minerva. Do as you wish. Do you wish us to fight until every last Earthling is wiped off Earth? Space Noids and Earthnoids can never come together. If they could, wouldn't that contact have been more constructive already? What do you say? Is it wrong? No, but the Unicorn Pilot, Banajin Lynx, I believe it was. Do you have some objection you'd like to voice? What you are trying to do will only destroy humanity's potential. It's true we must end the fighting. But there's no future in your method. That might be so for those living on Earth, but not for Neo Zeon, not for the Space Noids. How could you? Humans who can just abandon their Mother Earth don't deserve to go free in space. Those who fight against their fellow humans on Earth will just spread the battlefield out into space. You can't just abandon hope that people can come together. It was overcoming just that problem that let humanity go into space in the first place. I have no desire to listen to this idealism. I'm merely a vessel in which human desires are gathered and made real. Gee, that's topical! Princess Minerva, this plan is an answer for you as well. Tired as you are of fighting. No. Camille, you, who were overwhelmed by the desires of others, may never understand someone like me. So that's what shattered Camille's mind. Gah! I know about you, who would build this universe's future, and about the state of those who, as they say, inherit the stars. Absorb the desires of all, and from there you find an answer. This is one and only right way to solve the problem. You're right. I did take on the desires of those who died, and of Shirako, and lost myself because of it. And it was then that I understood. There's no need for anyone to become like that. Are you trying to make excuses for your inability to properly use your new type abilities? No, I'm not. Humans should remain human. And when there's conflict, you talk about it, come to an understanding, and find your answer together. Some way to concentrate human desires. There's still way in the future. Right now, humanity has no need of it. How sad. You could have been in my right arm, capable as you are of using Zeta's true power. And so I'll take the power myself. No, not Camille, nor Amuro or Judo. You, Banage Lynx. You will become a vessel like me. Give me your strength. Bring me Princess Minerva's desire as well. I'm just me. If I'm going to realize someone's desire, their wishes, then it's because I decide to. You talk to those people, come to an understanding, and decide yourself what the answer will be. It is futile to speak of this anymore. All units, begin your attack. Eliminate Londo Bell and take control of Axis. Full frontal. The war goes on because you will not accept my will. So you must understand, we fight because it is your wish. Don't try those tricks on me. I and Londo Bell as well hope for peace. That does not mean we won't fight. Very well then, let's settle this. Power is the simplest test after all. Full frontal. Is that your only answer? A battle here on Axis. Let us greet the end in the place it all began. Alright. Now we fight full frontal. And his stupid, stupid name. I'm not gonna get close enough to them, so I'm not gonna use System Seizure yet. But yeah. Gonna be using System Seizure next turn, and then wiping out a lot of people. She? Cool. Putting you on the front lines, Amuro, because you need to do some stuff. Like this.
ニューガンダムで仕留めてみせる。これだけの攻撃ならば。とどめだ。行け。しかない。
So, if you don't want to kill Full Frontal too quickly, there's one last secret on this map, and you get it by fighting Full Frontal with Camille, Banage, and Amuro. So don't go all in on killing Full Frontal too quickly. Alright, we're gonna see what the large Bruno Cannon EX is real fast. Just because it'll actually hit a target for once. But yeah, I need to skip a lot of fights because it's getting late. And I still need to eat dinner and get ready for bed and stuff. Alright. You guys want to go wild? Let's go wild. Uh-oh. Boost Dash. Spirits. Don't have a cell. So transform in the Wave Rider form. No, do not transform in the Wave Rider form. Because you can get pretty far, so multi-action. Meow. Beam Saber Hyper is also a new ability we just got. I think. Yeah, Beam Saber Hyper is new. So let's show it off. It's not quite crashing a plane into someone, but it's still pretty cool.
今ならやれる。これで で決めてやる。遊びでやってんじゃないんだよ。
絶対するしかないのか。
Yeah, all of a sudden Camille's a real badass, isn't he? Biosensors are a real good ability. That's a passive now on Zeta Gundam. And he's got 2 new attacks. So yeah, Biosensor. Activate with focus above 130 and new type level above 5 enhances unit. Check here. Yeah, enhances Camille quite a bit. You and Banaji. Where's Banaji? Banaji's in the front lines. Okay, that's good. Alright, EX action, multi-action. Time to start wrecking faces. Battleships get their hitsies in. Do you have snipe? You do have snipe. Good. You. Dash. Oh yeah! This is actually kind of funny. This'll work fine. Okay. Okay. Multi-action. Yara Zulu. Huh. This Neo-Zeon soldier, for a second there, I was like, wait, do you have an actual name? Okay, double checking something. Jesus Christ, Sosuke! Level 46! Okay, Rory. Okay. EX action. Multi-action. EX action, multi-action. We have Valor, one of the sub-pilots of a fucking battleship. Fuck yes. Multi-action. Why, yes, I am farming experience for units that need it. Multi-action, by the way, I mentioned how, like, map attacks are really hard to aim. Multi-action is a really good way to get aim on them. Like, obviously, this sucks. It would be much better if they were, say, parked right here. Which you could do by doing multi-action, gravity blasting some asshole, or just missiling some asshole, I guess. And then you place yourself there, and oh look, I now have another turn, I'm gonna gravity blast. That's the trick to make map attacks work. Which, by the way. Okay, I don't have any super special damage power-up attack. We don't get to see map attacks very often. Let's watch it.
包囲される前に撃破しちゃおっか。グラビティブラストスタンバイ。出力確認後発射を。思いっきりやっちゃって。
Yep! Just took out 4 units. You get less experience and money for doing map attacks and finishing off the enemy, by the way. Just FYI, in case you need it. Okay, EX action multi-hits. Okay, goal is to get him to defeat Full Frontal. So I need you to EX action boost dash. That's not good enough. Shit. You have a stop. That's not good enough either. You have snipe? You do have snipe. Oh, thank Christ. Okay. This can still work. Wave Rider charge. It's truly unfortunate, Camille, that you and I must fight. You don't have to mimic him. If you're going to fight me, let me hear your real voice. This is the real me. I'm the vessel for the desires of all. There's no need for such a thing, Full Frontal. This world works fine as it is, with every person having their own desires. So I deny you. Humanity hasn't reached that stage yet.
このプレッシャーはゼータが魂の力を表現するマシンならみんなの力を貸してくれ。行け
この私がプレッシャーに圧倒されるだと。手段を選ぶつもりはない。私とて赤い彗星と言われた男だ。やってみせよ。これで終わりだ。遊んでいるのか、フルフロンタル。
Okay. I need a way to get Unicorn all the way over there, too. This is gonna be harder to do. I have a way. I have a way to do it. First, I move you here. And then use shield funnels on him. And now that I'm near here... Boom! Restore action. Perfecto! Shield funnels. Flicker bullseye. You, of all people, should understand what I'm saying. I'm not very good at saying what I think, but I really don't believe that humanity needs a vessel to collect everyone's desires. That's too bad. You are like all the others. And I'm gonna fight a world without war, just like they do. Then I am the key to the hopes of you and your comrades. I work for the one who moves the entire world. Uh-oh! He's got a mysterious backer!
終わらせる。そこだ。先の先を読んだというのか。
And you're gonna miss. Alright. Everything is set up for Amuro to get the final kill. So why don't we clear out the map? Bravery! Fortune! Lottie could use some kills. But you, over here, Angelo needs to be weakened first. Cappe needs a kill too, honestly. Ugh, no, you'll murder him. If I do this... Freeze bullet? Freeze bullet. Lowers mobility. I still need to weaken him a little bit more. Alright, that's not as weak as I was kind of hoping, to be honest. Yeah, you have some VODs to watch, because this is not the Vangray, this is the Grand Vang. Hold on. Before you go any further, Fluffernuff, I want to show, if you haven't seen Grand Vang yet, I need to show you his, the Grand Vang's best attack. So don't go anywhere. Just show you this real fast.
ネオジオン、私が相手よ。グランバングの必殺技を使う。アンチプロトンスマッシャー。汎用種。シュート。
アンジェロ対
Fucking giant soccer ball of death that she jump kicks. Yes. Oh my god! I forgot 9 gets that. Zeal is the ability that Benaji uses anytime he uses the NTD system. As in, get an extra turn. You're just lucky I don't need to do anything else with her this turn, my friends. I still think Angelo needs to be weakened some more. Yeah, 9 is now a sub-pilot, and as a sub-pilot, 9 gets Zeal at level 40. Okay, that should be weak enough for you to get a kill. G combination. Cheer from Yurika.
Mobile suits との戦い方はこれで。行くよ、ウイングカスタム。ありったけを打ち込む。
Well, I mean, the upgrades and stuff happened in the previous stream, Fluffernuff. That was my day off stream on Wednesday, so it was a long one. Like, we started the stream one scenario past where the Grand Vang appeared.
申し訳ございません。大佐、私は。
これが G コンビネーションよ。
2 levels, not bad. I'm still not used to piloting the Rosen Zulu. Don't push yourself over much, Angelo. Leave this to me. But Commander, I can do it! The war will not end by merely defeating Londo Bell. The efforts will still be needed. Understood. Angelo Soper, withdrawing. That pilot. Looks like he really cares about Frontal. If he didn't, he wouldn't be much of a guard. Even among Zeon's hereditary leaders, there haven't been many who kept guards. Full Frontal. If you aren't careful, he could be worse than Char. Oh, what's that, Fluffer? Fluffernuff, what's up? Anybody else need experience? Cafe does. Banjo does. You can't get anywhere near these dudes, though. So, this trick will work. Oh, I know. When it comes to playing Rise, or any Monster Hunter game really, I play with randoms all the time. And the reason isn't that, like, I trust randoms or anything like that. It's because, for me, Monster Hunter games or multiplayer? Just straight up. So I'm willing to play with people who are not very skilled or just random folks that don't have a big investment in any success or that stuff like that. I'm okay with playing people like that because sometimes you get really cool people who know really cool strategies, or sometimes you get people who are learning the fights and learn a lot from you and stuff like that. I always play Monster Hunter as multiplayer first, and then do some of the stuff other times. Urgent Scary specifically? I do Urgents with randos all the time. Alright, Positron for, here's another attack from Grand Vang. Let's use Soul, just to go overboard. God damn it, motorcycles. Yeah, I don't join random discords. I mean, my rate for cutting off tails is about 95% of the time. I usually cut a tail. Yeah, that's a weird standard. Alright. It is time to finish off Full Frontal. Best way to do that. Cheer. Bless. Soul. Zero in. Amuro's not getting a double attack, by the way. So... Smash it. One more trick. Direct attack. I'm gonna be super careful that this actually finishes him off. Full Frontal. Listen to Camille. And you deny me as well, Amuro? No, Frontal. It doesn't have to be like this. You have your own destiny. You don't need to live for others. That is a denial of my identity. I'll resist it with all my strength. He won't listen. Char, is this what your hate has brought?
なぜだこの男からシャアを感じるこれだけの攻撃ならばとどめだ
Oops, that was overkill! He almost one-shot him from max health! Oopsies! Level 45! This is why, folks, from here on, any boss you fight in these missions, whoever's gonna get the kill, save, gain, or cheer for. I am gaining almost 10 levels. And I've got a Haro! Yay! By the way, another reason why Amuro's one of the best pilots in the game, because he gets Soul second to last, and then he gets Zeal. So he gets the 2-turn ability too. I underestimated Londo Bell. Frontal! You are you, not Char. Are you trying to deny my very identity, Amuro? If you don't want to listen to me, then I'll just have to make you. It's my duty! By the way, new attack. He just got even better.
やってみるこれだけの攻撃ならば とどめだいけ
モニターが死んだか。
So this is Amuro Ray. I'll say it again, Frontal. You are not Char. And so, Londo Bell and Laplace. Since it's come to this, I must crush all your hopes. What? Laplace. Did you honestly think I didn't know the meaning of your name, Minerva? And that I had no idea where it was? Wait, Frontal! The battle will continue until I get what I want. Neo Zeon will win. Both Frontal and Neo Zeon are retreating. Said some strange things there at the end. Laplace. Could it have something to do with that Laplace incident? The Laplace incident? This is one of the most awkwardly and obviously error-ridden speech bubbles in this game so far. Audrey? Space noise and earth noise. They say that the thing that can end this war is somewhere in the universe. What do you mean? The information we had was so unreliable, and I never told anyone about it. It looks like Frontal has tracked it down. What could it be? It's the basics of the name of the group. It's called Laplace's Box. Laplace's Box? Oh boy. They're introducing a plot thread that's gonna be real dumb when we conclude it, by the way. Factory time! Camille! Oh, 9. I guess I must have worried you. Yes. My senses must have become really sharp. I was able to sense your consciousness. But I'm just an AI. Does an AI have a mind? No. But analyzing your battle with Jared, I got 100 points. I believe that battle showed your emotional state, in contrast to your battles with other enemies. He and I have been through a lot. Whenever he and I fight, it's memorable. All of the memories are always awful. I wonder if he'll ever change. Are you interested in the calculation unit? Yes. I heard from Captain Oshino that you have data related to jumping in parallel universes. What do you think, 9? Would you give me a hand in my research? Of course, if I can be of any assistance. You're awfully obedient, aren't you? I was made to be of service to humans. Okie dokie! That's that. Suborders. EXP. Tessa Shen. Hathaway. Ray and Boss. Let's do this time. Alright, nobody to upgrade or anything like that. It's not like we got any new units. Everybody's been customized and power parts have been given. Yeah, we're pretty good. But now, if you wanted, you could swap people around in the Zeta Gundam and Double Zeta Gundam and whatnot. Don't. And here's why. Go to the Zeta Gundam. That's here somewhere. There you are. Zeta Gundam. Go to weapon info. Oh, we can't see it because the thing isn't active. Those two new attacks we just got this battle, the Beam Saber Hyper and the Wave Rider Charge. They're Camille specific. Nobody else can use them. So yeah. Also, fun fact, in the new Gundam, we don't get to see it because Psycho Frame isn't active, but the full all-range attack that he just used, that is Amuro specific. The regular all-range attack just requires new type level 5. But the full all-range attack, only Amuro gets to use that. So yeah. So don't swap those folks around because they've got character-specific abilities that nobody else gets to use. That said... Yep, I'm good. Okay. So... that is going to be the end of today's stream. However, next time I stream is going to be Monday. And on Monday, we've got a special scenario that we're doing first. Then we've got 2 DLCs. Then we're going to be doing at least 1 mission of the next route split. The next route split, by the way, is a 3 route split. One side is Cross Edge plot. We will be ignoring that. One side is Gundam plot. You'll be ignoring that because, god damn it, we have gone through so much Gundam plot. I am done with Gundam plot. For now. The last route, the one we're actually taking, is Mazinger plot. I love Mazinger plot. So we're going to be doing Mazinger plot. Crosshead, your favorite. Yeah. Yeah. Thankfully, the route split's only 2 missions. We will be missing out on getting more secret points for certain things. But if you've been following along and doing the stuff I have, all the secrets I care about, we have enough points for them. So the secret points that we won't be getting on those route splits, I don't give a fuck. So yeah. There's actually, on the Mazinger side, there are no secrets. Unlike both the other route splits have secrets, but the Mazinger side does not. Don't care! We're gonna do Mazinger. And then the next stream after that will either be Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm guessing not Tuesday, because that's when they start working on my car, and I might be able to pick it up by the end of Tuesday. We'll see. Alright, that's it for me. I'm gonna go ahead. Save. Did I already save? Am I dumb? Yes, I'm dumb. I already saved. And I'm gonna see you folks on Monday. Bye-bye.